What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Matt Gifted Hands, back to you with another banger. And as you can tell, man, my boy has got the clean box braids. He had got them this past weekend. We recorded this haircut yesterday and we are dropping it today. I saw the perfect opportunity. I know that this is a very popular hairstyle with this type of haircut that I'm going to do, which is a bald taper on the back, taper out the sides, add a little bit of color enhancement. Given the circumstances that we are in here in Tampa, Florida, we are the biggest hotspot right now for COVID-19. With that being said, guys, I will not be doing a beard in this haircut tutorial. I apologize for that, but nonetheless, it's still great content. I got a pregnant wife at home, a 5-year-old, and I'm just trying to be safe but provide for my family at the same time in the barbershop. So myself, I have not been doing beards, no facial hair for over a month now. Like I said, I'm just trying to provide for my family, be in the barbershop, but be safe as possible. There are barbers in my shop that are doing beards. We sit, at least 6 feet apart, so I don't really worry about too much of that. My clients wear their mask the whole service, so I appreciate them for that. But guys, right now I'm just taking my Gamma Ergo clippers and I'm turning the clipper upside down because I want to go with the grain, because I want to keep it as dark as possible as I can at the top. I don't want to disconnect it fully. So right now I'm just taking my one guard. I have it halfway closed and I'm going with the grain to kind of taper those hairs down. Now I'm going to start my taper, lever all the way closed, go up about half of an inch, and then I put it in the middle and then I open it up. There are some lever points inside of this clipper that's in between open, middle, close. So sometimes I like to lever play. I'll go ahead and go in between those notches just to get a more precise blend. But right here I have the one guard on again, but now I'm going against the grain. Even though I went with the grain to keep your hair darker, I want to have like a 1.5 at least in that area to kind of have a nice transition from light, medium to dark. But yeah, you could definitely tell his box braids are freshly done, so I saw a perfect opportunity. This is your favorite rapper's hairstyle, guys. This has always been that style that these rappers are going for, man. Travis Scott, NLE Choppa, who else? ASAP Ferg. And it's the beginning process of whether they get long box braids, dreads, or whatever. But this is the beginning process of that hairstyle. And for the most part, they always have a nice taper. So I'll go ahead and explain the other side because I kind of went on a little bit of a rant. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I wish I could do his beard. I wanted this haircut to pop with the beard. But like I said, guys, I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. Hopefully after, my wife has my baby girl, I'll be able to go back to do facial hair and pick up my schedule as I left off. But for the meantime, we are going to do only haircuts. So bear with me, guys. The content is just going to be only haircuts, but we'll get there. So again, started with the lever all the way closed. I'll open it up in the middle and then open it all the way. And then I'll just come back down in between those notches to blend that in. Again, 1.5 all the way open, going up to where, where it's cut off at. Then I just turned my clip around, kind of slightly closed it and went with the grain to lay those hairs down. And then I just turned it around and went against the grain. It's pretty cool. I love how these guards feed that hair into it. It really picks up. It has a sharp point to it. Not too sharp to where if you, when you're cutting your clients pretty fast, you can kind of dig into their scalp or whatever, but it's sharp enough to where it grabs the hair and feeds it into the guard. Now, this is my 0 guard. I use the 0 guard and the 1/16 guard. I know it's, pretty much the same, but for some reason the 0 guard leaves it just a tad bit longer, right? To have a little more gradiency after I come back, like right here with my half guard, my wall half guard. The guards that I've been using before this half guard came with the Gamma Ergo clipper. So after I use the half guard, I'll just do no lever and remove some dark spots with the corner of my blade. so I normally don't do this. For some reason, I just felt like doing this during this haircut. I'll line up the back of the neckline and then I'll taper it out. I don't know, for some reason I just felt like doing this before doing a taper. I just wanted to hurry up and outline my haircut, because you can tell like the back of the neckline was looking kind of crazy, boy. Looking kind of crazy. So after I lined it up, guys, I went ahead and tapered it. I guess the lady that did his hair used a lot of product, a lot of gel to hold his hair together. So it was a little bit difficult for me to do the back taper because you got to hold those hairs up, and I didn't want to pin them with a clip and mess it up. So you'll see me using my opposite hand to lift that hair up in the back. That way I could taper it up. But the haircut's coming together, guys. I put my first guideline in using my cordless FX rose gold trimmers. And then I'm going back to my my gamma ergos, and I have the lever all the way open. And then I just work my way down to the close position to remove that panel. After I do this, guys, I'm gonna jump to my one guard open as I did on the other side, on the sides, right? And I went to a 1.5 to the top. Okay, so it looked like I went from zero middle to open. So I might have done it. I put my first guideline in. I started with the lever closed. I put it in the middle, and then I opened it up. So I blended up rather than blending down. So now this is a 1.5 guard, lever all the way open. And like I said, I'm just pushing those hairs up out the way because I don't want to cut anything that doesn't need to be cut. And you'll see me, turn the clipper a certain way because his hair grows, all directions in the back. So
It's a power.
Besides lining up the neck after a taper or something like that, guys, this is like the next best thing for me to do on my clients is line them up. It just brings everything together. I'm brushing all those hairs down in the front to line it up. He has kind of a widow's peak in the front, so he likes me to remove it and go with that because that's where his natural lineup starts. You can tell it's a little bit of a shadow. They like to call it, I guess, like green hair. Like with me, man, whenever you do my edge up, there's a lot of hair you gotta remove. So I always used to say, man, there's a lot of green shadow or whatever. You saw me drop my brush, but don't worry, I sprayed it down, guys, before putting it back on the client. small little rookie mistake, but hey, make sure you, whenever you drop a comb or you drop a brush or whatever, just make sure you spray it down before going back to using it. Got that 245 power clip on my rose gold FX trimmer because whenever I lay it down on my 245 power mat, it gets to charging. I'm never gonna lose battery, guys. You always question me what is on the bottom of my clippers. If you know what 245 is and you know what they're about, and you know that I've been rocking with them since the beginning, guys, you should have been following along. Go to the 245.com, get you a power clip for specific clippers or trimmers, and get the 245 power mat and make your life easier. If you don't have it, I don't know what you're doing. You're sleeping. You've been hiding under a rock. I've gotten multiple comments. What is that on the bottom of your clipper? When I always state what it is. So y'all may not be paying attention, but look, it is a power clip. It goes on the bottom of a clipper or a trimmer. When you lay it down on the 245 power mat, it charges. You don't need no cords. So go get yours now, 245.com. Alright, so right here I'm just using a little bit of color enhancement to darken up that lineup, that vertical bar, and the hairline in front. It's just gonna bring the haircut together, guys. I'm not fixing nothing. I'm not hiding anything. I am simply enhancing the haircut, enhancing that price, and bringing the haircut to another level, guys. Don't knock it until you try it. And if you don't like color enhancement, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm gonna keep innovating. I'm gonna keep rising. I'm gonna keep growing with this industry because I believe in it. And 245 is always innovating. So we here. Got that 245 razor triple cartridge. This is a yellow one. It is not for sale. They don't have it on their website. It was actually a oopsie in the warehouse. I found it and I was like, hey, did y'all start selling yellow handles? And they're like, no, they sent us the yellow one on accident. I said, let me get that one-on-one, baby. Hey. All right, so right here, I'm going back to the foil shaver, the Babyliss foil shaver, and I'm just getting that to a nice bald look. And then I came back with my trimmer to remove whatever little line I left behind. But this is pretty much the finished product, guys. I like this hairstyle. Like I said, this is your favorite rapper's 2020 hairstyle. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this content and learned something from it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let's get this channel to 100K. And as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted.